Wooly, am I completely forgetting, or did we ever talk about that Guilty Gear guy? Did we talk about him in a previous week?
Guilty Gear guy?
The tournament winner?
Oh my god.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. We didn't talk about the winner of Stunfest Europe.
Good job. Stunfest Fall or Europe or whatever the fuck it was?
Autumn Stunfest.
Autumn
Stunfest.
Jesus, that's a name.
Oh god.
Have you heard about this guy? He's a fucking champ.
I think so, but
he's the biggest Guilty Gear winner.
He won the
He made it. He made it onto our podcast.
Dude. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You need to pull up the story.
Yeah, you need to give me a second
This is when keeping it real goes too far.
Yeah, I'd say so.
This guy has no chill.
So what happened?
Zero.
Okay, here's what we got.
It's a long story.
It's a good one.
But all you need to know, that's the guy, and his name is Masahiro Ito.
Not the Silent Hill guy.
No. Yeah.
What you need to know is he's a temporary government worker in Japan. And the short of it is he was taking some time off, and he told his friend that he was going to Paris, France to participate in Autumn Stunfest, a major fighting game tournament. He started posting pictures on his Facebook of like,
hey, I'm in Paris,
here I am and whatnot.
Pictures of his food.
Nice vacation.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he came back and told his friend that he won the tournament.
I won Autumn Stunfest.
For Guilty Gear.
For Guilty Gear. I'm great at Guilty Gear.
At that point, his friend then went, oh my god, that's amazing.
That's amazing, yeah.
And told everyone at work, who then told the local newspaper, who then wrote an article about him, who then spread this entire story as far as they could. And there's a picture of him in the newspaper here.
Going, I won Autumn Stunfest in Paris.
And they reach out to Autumn Stunfest to find out that it doesn't exist. There is only Stunfest,
no Autumn Stunfest.
The actual European tournament.
Who at this point have started to hear rumblings of this supposed
Why
winner.
all this news of Ito so suddenly?
Yeah. All this noise, yeah.
And long story short is this lie gets exposed. And what
happened to Ito?
He said he thought he won a 3 million yen grand prize, and that never happened. And at the end, basically, after the newspaper exposed that after the newspaper story got reports that this was a lie, they then went to his work and his boss and were like, so what's the deal? And
did he win this Guilty Gear tournament or not?
And so his work is now investigating into disciplinary action, possibly, as the result of this poor man's lie.
I believe the government agency that he works for made a public statement saying that our employee did not, in fact, win this tournament.
Well, let's back up, because you can't prove he didn't win.
Yes, you can.
Listen,
because no one was at that tournament. So you can't. No one saw him lose.
Okay, so some of the cool stuff is the photos he posted were just copied from other places.
So all the photos that he posted of food and things in Paris were just copied from a blog search.
Did he even go to Paris?
Did he even go to Paris, right?
It sounds like he stayed home.
No!
He took some time off work and stayed home and came back the winner of Autumn Stunfest. 3 million yen.
Now, remember last week I said lots more companies...
Only a sucker works a 9 to 5.
Therefore, people should just double down super hard on lies and make bigger and bigger lies. This is what I want.
This is bravery.
I want people to make up tournaments and say they won.
I want to grab this man's hand and say, Masahiro Ito, you were a brave man to lie so big for so long.
But then he's like, no, I won Autumn Stunfest.
Yeah, I know.
Here's my trophy.
That's an amazing lie.
If he has a trophy, I'm going to have to agree that it's real.
Ito said he knew what was happening online, but still maintained that he did go overseas to participate in a tournament, but had no way to prove it because the info was only available to organizers.
That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't find any information on the tournament. It wasn't a major one, but actually a small tourney that happens on a weekly basis.
A weekly Autumn Stunfest.
With many tournament entrants.
This time of the day.
In this European city.
Localized entirely within your mind.
He then went on to say that it's not the regular Stunfest. It wasn't one that featured the best players, but amateurs, and blamed the newspapers for making a bigger deal of the story.
You can't prove
yeah, they had
it's the newspapers.
They had a
that are wrong.
$3,000 pot for amateurs.
30,000.
30,000. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's 3,000
yes.
is crazy too. Don't get me wrong.
Ota City Hall held a press conference on the matter, revealing that what was said was fabricated by this temporary government worker.
Really temporary.
And things just got out of hand.
A
I
great
agree.
lie and a great blow
I agree
up.
with all of you. It takes a huge ballsy hero to lie so hard
Yeah.
and so bad.
Oh, and it's awesome because then it hit like the France scene and it hit French news reports.
Was
and
there
they
a
started talking
Taiwanese
about
CG
it.
news story to show how this
Dude,
went down?
well, there's artwork already because the picture of him in the newspaper is like this smiling picture of him with an arcade stick.
That guy's
where
awesome.
he's like, I'm
I've
doing
seen
it,
that,
right? And then, so that photo is what gets circulated, and eventually, when they expose him for the lies, you get all this like funny
that's
artwork of
funny.
him with like the celebrities reacting to the lie, and then
this looks like it's all talk shows. Yeah,
it's all talk show topics, exactly. And of course, Stunfest themselves reached out and said, "We have no idea what this is about, but we invite Ito to come to our tournament."
Yeah.
So. The embarrassment of Japan currently. It's a shame.
It's so funny.
It's a shame. One
is
little
such
lie.
a story.
like
Just
that
as
guy.
bad as when sumo was found out to be completely fake.
Yes, super fake.
Or what was
Except
that?
for those sumo death matches.
Yeah,
Or
that-
real.
that guy that made all those soundtracks
I'm gonna
that
push you to
actually
death.
just fucking.
that deaf guy.
Yeah.
I should mention, Wooly, you used one of those.
Yeah, I
pieces
know,
of music
I know.
in the clowns farting into a bunch of trombones
in the basement. Yeah.
Not only did you not make that music, you're not even blind
It's
at
actually
all.
that version of the game
Or
and,
deaf,
and
deaf.
his bullshit actually upsets me greatly because that version of the game is the director's cut, which is the one that's on every digital platform.
Yeah.
That version sucks because of that soundtrack.
And it's a better version of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise,
Yes,
right?
but the soundtrack, just
ruins
tanks it.
Yeah.
And thus, how do I play Resident Evil 1? Like Resident Evil 1, you go and find a goddamn
Get your disc.
ISO,
Yeah.
or you just play Remake because that game is completely invalidated now by Remake.
Have you ever told a lie that got out of hand and made international headlines?
International? No.
Not yet.
Local? Yes.
Soon.
I'm a terrible liar, thus I tried not to do so.
If you have, write in and tell us about it at
SuperBestFriendCast@gmail.com.
It's a lie.
That's superbestfriendcast@gmail.com.
Why'd you two lie about the email address?
Well, hopefully we can make a big lie next week that will become, national news.
we got to start
Willie,
sneaking in a
that's-
fake story.
Yeah.
Every week.
That's
Not a rumor.
what you have to strive for. You have to get it on the international scene.
So
Yeah,
here's the we were all joking about people trying to figure out what happened before we started the podcast.
We did.
You know what we need to do? We're gonna put out one fake news story every week,
Okay, you are. Yeah.
except
For
for
100
except
weeks.
for the weeks in which all the news stories are real.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was about to say, you don't make a promise you can't keep.
Right?
I can keep that.
Some of those weeks we'll have no fake news story, but we'll tell you that one of them is a lie, and you will go nuts trying to figure out how we
Enjoy.
managed to pull that off.
Yeah. I already got Destructoid under my thumb. I can corroborate a story.
It's true.
I love Destructoid's articles. Just shitty looking game looks like shit.
No, what was that? What was the game for? What was that for? Oh, Ben-Hur is released on the Xbox One, and it's free, and it's shit.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's fucking true. It was free, and I played it,
And it was shit.
Yeah.
Or how about Zubaz shows up in other game, has nothing to do with the best friends. No, shut up. Though.
No, it's just Street
Nah,
Fighter.
I'm just joshing.
Just
I'm
Street
just
Fighter
joshing.
knowledge.
So who's the first liar?
Yeah.
Jair.
Hey, Jair.